why we now will record also. What is incident investigation? So actually, when we are talking about I can hear all that you are saying. Okay, thank you. No problem. So now incident investigation and reporting. We will take this different topics based on the incident investigation. The core objective is recognize the need for an investigation, investigate the scene of the accident. Now, interview victim and witness, distinguish from facts from fiction, determine root causes, compile data and prepare reports, make recommendations. Actually, when we people are doing any type of incident investigation, it's actually for the find out that what we have the cause of the accident. So we call this accident causation. And the accident causation, you are aware this different approaches are there, and methods are there. So sometimes we use any appropriate method to find out the root cause of the accidents. What is an accident investigation? It's a process to determine the underlying causes of accident, the causal information used to identify and take preventive action. It's a basic component of loss prevention. And I was working before coming here. I was working before there in the KSA mega project of KSA mega project of the NEO. Over there is a QHC manager, Abdullah Ahmad Al Breki. In this project, there was from the NEOM side, the client side, there was one department they have LPFS, loss prevention. So actually this, they were taking care of the incident. They were inspecting as per the schedule, and they were just only find out what are the unsafe conditions. Particularly, they're coming there for the unsafe condition to find out. And the unsafe acts also they were reporting. Why we investigate incidents are not investigated in organization. What's are the reason that incidents are not investigated? And in some organization, incidents are investigated in organization. So what's are the reason? There are different reasons. Why should workplace incidents are not investigated? What's the cause? So now in this, they are talking about that the incidents are not investigated. So what's are the reason? Ignorance of reporting procedure. In any organization, there should be a procedure for the incident investigation and reporting. But why the people or the organization, health and safety department, as well as the management, they do not investigate and report the incidents? Actually, one reason is ignorance of reporting procedure. They are not aware of this. Then peer group pressure. Actually, what is peer group pressure? The peer group pressure in many organizations also create a problem in many organizations in form of incident investigation. Because actually, in any organization, some of the people, they are in a group and they do not interested or they are not interested in the investigation and reporting of the accidents. Maybe the reason is in some organization, there are some objectives. And in some organization, like free LTI hours. So for this KPI to achieve, they do not want to investigate the incidents and report. To preserve a department safety record, particularly if incentive scheme is based on reducing the number of accidents. You see this, we discussed. Overcomplicated reporting procedures. Actually, in many organizations, they start the investigation, but once they just only reach the middle, after this, the people stop. A lack of management feedback or response to yield reported accidents, and actually in the future, in the past, we have accidents, but the management didn't take any proper interest in the investigation, and what are the follow-up that was required should be there, but they didn't take any proper interest in it. So that's why a lack of management feedback. So for the next, what they will do to avoid receiving first aid or medical treatment. This is also a reason. Why should workplace accidents be investigated? To prevent reoccurrence. Actually, when we prevent the accidents in any organization, it could be accident or could be a near miss or property damage accidents. If we properly find out the root cause of the accident, so such type of accidents will not come to us again. Actually, when we are talking about to prevent recurrence, and this we have one hadith, that's something that we have from our Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, that a man is cut by a snake once in a hole, not twice. Actually, the concept is if we have one time some problems, again we have to rectify, and we will not repeat the same thing that we already have experience from this. So this is the a reason that incidents are investigated and reported to prevent the reoccurrence, to determine the cost associated with an accidents, to determine compliance with applicable safety regulation. Over here, when the wording compliance is coming, compliance is something from the government. Something from the government. So, from the government, we have the ADPC, Abu Dhabi Public Health, and as well as we have our SRA, Sector Regulatory Authority. Like for schools, we have EDIC, the SRA. And if we are working in construction, DMA, DMT, Department of Municipality and Transport. This is our regulatory authority. If we are working in hospitals, so DOH is our competent authority. So what the regulations we have from the ADPC and from them will be considered as a compliance to process work compensation claims. To process worker compensation claims. Investigating objective, accident investigation. What are the objectives for the incident investigation? Accident investigation. Establish chain of events. Identify root cause. Identify faults. Identify corrective preventive action. Actually, when we are talking about the incident, INC, incident, actually in the incident, the near misses, property damage, dangerous occurrences, and the accidents all are coming. So if we have a minor accident, first aid, still we have to investigate properly, and we have to, what we have the problems with our system, means the gaps in our system. Actually, when we are developing or when we are doing any type of accident investigation, this is the investigation is to find out the root cause of the accidents. If we understand the root cause of the accident, then in this case, we will be able to understand what are the gaps in our management system. If we find out the gaps in our management system, we will improve where are our weaknesses. Because if we fail to find out the proper root cause of the accidents, if we fail to find out the proper root cause of the accident, then we will be not able to control the accidents or prevent the accidents in future. So it will happen to us time to time. Identify root causes. Faults mean gaps in our system. Identify corrective and preventive actions. Now, benefits of accident investigation. So we will discuss here. You people are aware of this. Reduction of human suffering. Prevention of future similar losses. Contribution to the bottom line. Actually, the bottom line means when some accident happen, we have to follow the MEEP approach. MEEP. Actually, what is MEEP approach? Material, equipment, environment, and people in the organization. Actually, when we people are doing any type of investigation, we have to investigate the accidents based on the MEEP approach. MEEP. Material, equipment, environment, and persons. Then, once we properly investigate the accident and we find out the proper root cause of the accidents, in this case, we will be able to prevent the accidents in future. And in this case, we will gain continually improvement in the process. Why do accident investigations fail? Sometimes we are doing accident investigation, but we fail. What is the cause of failure? Lack of time to complete. Because the organization emphasizes on the production or services, means the business. If they investigate the accident, then they consider waste of time. So that's why waste of time, and their main focus is to provide the services or provide the production more and more. So to have more business. So actually the organization, if they are interested in the health and safety, and the first time, if they investigate the accident, they will waste their times. But in future, the business interruption will be stopped. Now, lack of motivation to complete. The people are not motivated in the organization. Lack of accountability. So, if they investigate the accidents, then somebody will become like guilty. Means this accident happened due to this guy. Actually, when we are doing any type of investigation, we will make sure we will convince our management that it is not for to make somebody, he is responsible for this, not like this. Like we are consider the incident investigation as considering an organization improvement, not to take this personal. Because if we take this personal, then maybe if they are investigating any type of accidents, and they are just only as a result of investigation, the conclusion coming that the production department is responsible. So in the next accidents, they will not take interest in the investigation process. So actually, when we people are doing investigation and we are taking the interview to the someone to whom interview we are taking, we will tell them how, what you saw like this. And first of all, we will tell him we want to be safe side from any type of accidents in the future. So that's why we want to investigate the accident properly. Just this for the system improvement, not to make somebody accountable. Because if some accident happen in any organization, then the whole organization will be in trouble, not only one or two people. So actually, we consider our teamwork as a teamwork. So when we convince the management in a proper way, then they will show their interest in incident investigation. Lack of skills and knowledge. The people, they don't have skills and they don't have knowledge. Investigating stopped short and didn't reveal all cases of the accidents. Actually, when investigation, there was one NEBOSH scenario came in the exam. There is one accident and they started the investigation. After the investigation, they finished the accidents going into detail. They didn't go in the detail why he did this. Then they finished this. This guy who is the victim in this experience was became the cause of so many near misses and before. So that's why based on this they finished the investigation and they changed his job. So actually, when investigation is coming, not only we have to make somebody accountable or something, let's see, in this case, if he or she is taking shortcuts, give them training and improve supervision. And tell him that the accidents happen to our organization. You have a family, and not only you will be suffer, our company will be also suffer, the top management and your family will be also, first you and your family will be suffer. So in this case, actually the accidents that we have from the onset X is 4%, only 4%. 96 or 95% of the accident happen due to the management failure. Because the management is creating the unsafe conditions. Because the management have the keys to open the lock. But if they do not open the lock, then the employees will be in trouble who are working in the organization. Rules and responsibilities. Actually, when they are, who will be responsible for the incident investigation? Management, safety director, then coordinator, supervisors, and investigation committee. In any organization, there should be incident investigation team or committee. In each and every organization, there should be investigation committee or incident team members. This is based on the organization. Now, it's a legal requirement. It's a legal requirement to investigate the accidents. Why legal requirement? Because we have the UAE labor law, Ministerial Order 32 of the year 1982, and its amendment, Article number 24. telling us that all the workplace accidents are occupational injuries and occupational accidents should be investigated and reported. Then ADOSH system framework. Before it was OSHA, now they changed the name from 15 July 2024, they changed this to ADOSH. Now ADOSH, element number 7, monitoring, investigation, reporting, clause number 352, OSH, incidents investigation procedure. Now, when we are talking about the mechanism number 4, also focus on the, this is for the incident investigation. This totally for the accident investigation. Mechanism number 11. And you have like Schedule A, Schedule B, and Schedule C. Then ADOSH-SF System Framework, TG, Technical Guideline. Now, 24 are telling us what type of accidents we have to notify. Death of an employee, fire or explosion, disability of employee for 3 days or more, means LTIs, 3 days, at least 3 days. So will be reported to the competent authority, means the SRA. The employer should also notify of such accident according to the model. The notification should as follows. In case of death, fire, explosion, the notification should be immediately the accident occurs and through the fastest means of communication. In case of disability of employee for 3 days or more, notification shall be within 24 hours from the accidents. Actually, notification 24 hours or 3 days also, but for the fatality, we will have, this 24 hours. In all cases, every employer shall furnish the labor office concerned with statistics of employment and injuries and occupational disease and 2 copies every 3 months, according to a model to be prepared for this purpose on condition that the date of its dispatch should not exceed 15 days after the expiry of 3 months period. Now this is now we are complying with the ADOSH. So it's already revised in the ADOSH, this requirement. Actually, now we are taking some examples, some definitions in terms. Incident. Incident means an event. It could be a near miss or could be accident. Accident is the actual event or the event that we have ill health or we have injury accidents. Occupational ill health. This is the occupational ill health. Like see, the implies they are working with us in our workplace. In our workplace, we have some hazardous substances like chemicals or biological. Clear? And this, from this chemical exposure or biological exposure, he or she get ill health effects. So this will be considered as a occupational ill health. First aid, somebody is getting injury and we provide in our workplace the bandage or something. This is called first aid. Adverse event, an event that leads to an incident. Root cause is the initiating event that begins the chain of events that leads to an incident. Immediate causes is the most obvious reason why an adverse event happens. The guard is missing, the employee slips. There may be several immediate causes identified in any one adverse event. Now, underlying causes. Underlying causes means system or organizational reason for an adverse event happening. Freeze start of machinery checks are not carried out by supervisor. The hazard has not been adequately considered a suitable insufficient risk assessment. Production pressures are too great at sea. ATC. Now see, actually behind the accident, there will be the underlying causes. And the underlying causes, the management. Actually, when I was there in my previous project, our PM sometime telling me, Akbar, you are the QHC manager for the Abdullah Ahmad Al-Breki. I told, yes, I'm the QHC manager for Abdullah Ahmad Al-Breki. But then telling me what? If some accident happen to the employees, you will be responsible. I told you, yes, I will be the responsible. But the PM will be the accountable. Why will be the accountable? Because actually in a construction site, when you people working there, you will see majority of the unsafe practices done by the construction team. And who is doing these? Like who is doing this? Actually, these bad practices or shortcuts are done by the construction team, by the order of construction manager. And who is giving the order to the construction manager? The PM, project manager. The project manager is telling to the construction manager to do more production. So once there is something, we have to follow the method statement. Because when we are doing in the construction any type of work that involves more risk, there will be risk assessment, and based on this risk assessment, there will be method statement, and the employees have to follow the method statement. If they follow the method statement, then because they have to take this step by step. So if they follow this, then they will be unable to complete this task in 5 days. But they want to complete this within 1 day or half day. So that's why they are taking the shortcuts. And in this way, not following the method statement, the accidents happen. So that's why in the ADOSH system framework, there is a requirement that the health and safety officer or the engineers or manager will be not the MR, management representative. The management representative will be somebody from the top management, like you people are working in school. Who will be the MR? The school principal or the school director. Why? Because actually, sometimes we need, why they have this practice? Because we need resources. And sometimes, like the safety officers, they need resources. And the top management is not giving resources. So what will be the cause? Now, the top management have the resources, and the safety officers or safety engineer doesn't have the authority to provide the resources. So that's why in the ADOSH, we have very good practice, because they have that the MR will be from the top management. Now, like see, just only we over here discuss no injury. It's somebody steps on banana skin, does not slip, so it's a near miss. But now steps on banana skin, slips, drop cups, which broke, breaks, then AAD means property damage. Injury, step on banana skin, slips, sprain ankle, then SA injury. Step on banana skin, slip, sprain ankle, and break cuff. So damage property, also injury. So this is the example for this. Now, direct cost. When some accident happen, we have direct cost and indirect cost, relating directly to the accidents, and indirect cost relating indirectly to the incident. Now, insured and uninsured cost. Employer liability, compulsory insurance, Regs 1998 UK, fire and theft, public liability. Insurance covers a fraction of the true cost. Many accident costs left unnoticed and uninsured. Now we have this iceberg. Direct cost only 8, and here is 92%. Already you have this in the NEBOSH, like last time, extra wage, overtime, sick pay, production delay, fines. Because see, production delay. So if you have client, the client will not come to you anymore because you, due to accidents, you didn't provide their products on time to them. If you are working in service, you didn't provide, accident happen, you didn't provide them the resources on time. Damage to product plant, building tools and equipment, clearing the site, investigation time, XSR insurance claim, loss of business reputation. So now, insured and direct costs, implied liability, public liability, damage to building, damage to vehicle, sick pay, repair and production cost damage, uninsured then, business interruption, product liability, indirect, investigation cost, loss of goodwill, loss of reputation, and replacement staff. The upper one are insured, the down are uninsured. So we have moral, legal, and financial. Already you have the idea of this. Accident prevention program. If a company have accident prevention program, APP, long-term plan for actions aimed at controlling all accidental loss, effective management, set your policy. First of all, you will have your policy, means procedure. Organize your people, train your people, plan and set standards. What are the standards we have to follow? Like when we people are doing working at height, PTW will be there. Not only the PTW form, the PTW form, it's not properly implemented. It's just only a piece of paper. It's a piece of paper. What the risk is given there in the PTW permit to work should be there. There was one guy, he told me, the safety officer, he was my student. I told, what are you doing there? He told me, I'm doing everything. I told, how? He told me, I also signed the permit. I told, sign the permit is not a big deal. Just only there is a column, just only in the box, sign here. So it's a permit? No, no. Now see, working at height. Safety harness. You don't have safety harness, but you click here, yes. Arrow. It's not like this. For the working at height, scaffolding inspection, you don't have this. Then, in case of fire, you will have fire blanket, but you don't have fire blanket if you are doing hard works permit. Hard work permit is there and fire blanket should be there, but you don't have, just only you click. This is not a permit work. Yeah, just only play with the document. Actually, in any organization, what is the method statement and what is the administrative control we properly have to follow. Like see, if I am the supervisor and over there, the workers are working with me. The workers are working with me and I am supervisors. But the workers, they're speaking Arabic language. In my language is Hindi, Urdu. Sorry. So in this case, they don't know my language. I don't know their language. So in this case, what this supervision is good? No. This is not effective management or effective supervision because they do not understand my language. There is a language barrier. Then measure your performance, audit and review. Rate of accidents. Actually, there is Franz-Berg theory. In the Franz-Berg theory accident triangle, Over here we have, let's see this. If we have 600 non-injury damage accidents, then we will have 30 property damage accidents. If we have 10 minor injuries, we will have serious injury. Like see, if in any organization we have had 600 damage accidents, property damage accidents, but we fail to stop or prevent, then from the non-injury damage accidents, then accidents come, but property damage 30 accidents come. If we fail to stop, then 10 will be minor injuries. If we fail, then serious injuries will come. Actually, when we stop, we investigate and we report the accidents, in this case, we will be able to stop or prevent the accidents in future. Now, occupational classification of OSH incidents. Occupational health and safety incidents are classified for recording, notification, and reporting purpose according to the severity of the accident. The type of the occupational health and safety incidents to be recorded, reported, and are notified by entities to SRA. Sector regulatory authority are listed below. Last time injury, fatality, permanent total disability, permanent partial disability, and last work day case. Serious injury, serious occupational illness, disease, serious dangerous occurrences, restricted workday case, medical treatment case, first aid injury, equipment property damage, and near misses. Now, as for the mechanism number 6, and actually the mechanism number 11, version 4.0, there are three schedules they have given. Schedule A, this for the dangerous occurrences. Dangerous occurrences. What is the dangerous occurrences? We will discuss this later. Now, specify the list of serious injuries, then injuries. Then, Schedule C, specify the list of serious occupational illness disease. So B is the list of injuries, C is the illness, and A is the dangerous occurrences. Now, accident causation, immediate causes, unsafe accident, unsafe conditions. Then underlying causes, the basic causes we will have from the individual or we will have from the job factors, and the root cause. Root cause is the lack of management control. Now, immediate causes, unsafe condition, underlying causes, the individual, job factor, and the B1 is the root cause. So, over there you will see immediate, underlying, and root cause. I just only make this underlying causes in two parts, and then part A and 2. Accident causes. Over here we say TMEPM, task, material, environment, personnel, and management. As I told you in the start, NEEP approach. Task. In this category, the actual work procedure being performed at the time of the accident is looked at. Was a safe work procedure used? Did conditions change to make the normal procedure unsafe? What are the appropriate tools and materials available and used and are in use? Were safety devices, example, machine guards in place and working properly? Material. What were the type of material? Equipment failure, if so, what caused the failure? Why the failure? Actually, the failure, because not PMS, or you call it as PPM, preventive maintenance plan, PPM, or preventive maintenance. Was the machine properly designed? Were hazardous substances involved? If yes, were they clearly identified and properly labeled? Actually, in majority of the organization, when material or machinery are coming, we need to implement the PPM, Plan Preventive Maintenance, PPM. In Pakistan, we will call this PMS, Plan Maintenance Service. Here, PPM, Plan Preventive Maintenance. Over here, actually, the PPM plays a very important role in incident control and in prevention of the accidents. Because if the machinery is properly maintained, then failure of the machinery will become less. Was a less hazardous alternative substance use available? Was the raw material substandard in some way? Was PP used? Yes. So it appropriate for the task being performed, and was it is in serviceable condition. Environment. What were the conditions in the work area? Example, cold, hot, damp. This is also important. Was poor housekeeping a problem? Was noise a problem? Because from the noise we cannot hear and we are coming under stress. Was there adequate lighting? You people conduct in some places in your workplace like lux, illumination, light. What toxic or hazardous gases, dust or fumes present? Personal. The person who he or she was engaged in work was expert. Was the employer undertake training for task being completed? Can the employee physically perform the work? What was the status of the employee health at the time of the accidents? Like he is coughing or something, and he or she is taking some medicines, anti-allergic, and he or she was dizzy like this. Then accident happened. Was the employee tired at the time of the accidents? If we see over here, when we are reporting any type of accidents, date will be there, accident date will be there, and apart from this, time will be there. If we see majority of the accidents happen, it will be half hour or 30 minutes before the lunch time and 30 minutes before the off time, duty finish. So if 6 p.m. is our duty finish, so the most critical time for the accident will be 5:30 p.m. In this accident, in this time, the people they want to do shortcuts. Majority of the accidents, 70 to 80% of the accidents happen due to shortcuts. So it will be 30 minutes before the lunch break or 30 minutes before the duty finish time. In this time, the people they doing the shortcuts. Was the employee under work or personal stress at the time of the accidents? Management. Were safely rules communicate to all, understood by all employees? Now, like see, we hired a competent safety officer, and but he is not doing the inspections. Now, in this case, who will be responsible? Management. Now, he is doing the internal trainings. But the production people say, no, they are not now free. They are not free now. Once they have lunch, break, then tell them to do the training. Like say there in the production, you will see like this. This is a very bad practice. Were the procedure rules being enforced? Was there adequate supervision? So supervision is the duty of top management. Were workers trained to do the work being performed? They are trained. Were hazards previously identified? So the risk assessment. Had procedure been developed to overcome the hazards identified, means control procedure? Were unsafe conditions corrected? Was regular maintenance of equipment done? Were safety inspections completed? Now we have here incident causation, dominant theory, and multiple causation theory. Dominant theory, the occurrence of an injury invariably results from a completed sequence of factors, the last one of these being the injury itself. The incidents which cause the injury is in turn invariably caused or permitted directly by the aspects of a person and or a mechanical or physical hazard. Now we have here. Actually, this accident happened from B, like see. We can stop this in the second one. We can stop here. So we can stop this. Actually, when the accident happened, it gives us a chance. Why accident happened? Because we are not following the health and safety rules and regulations, the safe practices. If we stop here, it will not go ahead. Each domino represents a failing or error which can combine with other failing and error to cause an adverse event. Dealing with the immediate cause will only prevent the sequence. Dealing with all causes, especially root cause, can prevent a whole series of adverse events. Now, one act or condition, the arms effects, climbing a defective. Now see, just only we are taking now, climbing a defective ladder is arms effects. Arms condition, defective ladder. Why defective ladder was there? Not inspected. Then again coming the top management. Or inspection was there, but they didn't replace this. So that's why in the workplace, we need frequent inspection, frequent workplace inspections. The correct action replace the leader. Forbid use of leaders. Actually, what happened? One time, when I was there in my previous organization, I was a corporate manager for the group of companies, NI, Al Nasir Industrial Enterprises. There was one of our company, NIK, one, Al Musafa. I inspected during my monthly inspection, I rejected letters. But the store people came, I reject, send this to our sister company as a scrap. They told me, no, this is company asset. I told this is company asset, but if somebody fall, then you people will be responsible. Then they told me, no, we have to keep this. I told, remove from this place. Remove from this place. After this, they removed. And after this, they told me, SS company said, because we are also coming under the audit. So in audit, they will tell us that you have 10 leaders, but now 5. So what to do? I just only make a favor for this, that these are defective and we want to remove. Signed by the IGC team, I sign, and also a floor from the management, from the GM, and we send them to our sister company, and they make as a raw material in steel, because this was steel mill. So we sent to Imara Steel. This was also sister company. Domain 3, like ancestry and social environment, fault of person, unsafe, fault is due to the person, unsafe condition, accident and then got injury. Now, Burns modified accident domain 3, lack of control, underlying cause, direct cause, accident and then loss. Multi-causal theories. Several causes happening together in sequence or simultaneously. Combination requires fuel ignition. Combustion. Several causes happening together in sequence or simultaneously. Actually, combustion, a chemical reaction fire, require fuel, ignition, and oxygen at the same time. If all three combine, then combustion reaction will take place. Otherwise, will not. Multi-causal accidents generally less frequent but more serious. For the multi, we have, for the multi, not so frequent means not so common, but it is very difficult to stop because multi causes. Single cause accident generally more frequent but less serious, but multi are more. Like see, fire. Fire is not a cause. Fire is not require only one thing. So for the fire, there will be multi-causal accidents. For this combustion reaction, we need fuel, we need ignition, and ignition source and oxygen. If we have fuel, oxygen is there already, ignition source is there, and there is no fire protection in place. So what will happen? So in this case, fire will be in the organization. If fire in the organization, it will be not happy, like fire in a workplace, the fire will be not happy to kill two people. It tries to kill more people because multi-causal theories. For the multi-causal accidents are not so common, less frequent, but more serious. Because to stop not only one reason, several reasons will be there, or several factors. Single cause accidents generally more frequent but less serious. Multiple theories. Factor combined and random facial to cause accident. Now, multiple causation theory contributing factors. Was he or she properly trained? Was he or she reminded not to use it? Some inspection is there, they replace or not replace. Why he or she was using the damaged equipment? Did the employee know not to use it? Why did the supervisors allow its use? Did the supervisor examine the job first? Why was the defective ladder not found? No inspection. Unsafe X. Now we are talking about the unsafe X and unsafe condition. Immediate cause is unsafe X. Horseplay. Defeating safety device. Bypassing the guard. Failure to secure or warn. Operating without authority. Not trained. The employee is not trained. Taking an unsafe position or posture. Operating or working at an unsafe speed. Unsafe loading. Placing. Mixing. Combining. Failure to use personal protective equipment. Unsafe condition means now environment. Improper PPE. Improper tools. Using improper tools. Or the tool was not designed for this particular task. So it's also unsafe condition. Poor housekeeping. Then improper ventilation. Defective equipment. Improper illumination. Unsafe dress or apparel. Hazardous arrangements. Now, basic causes. Underlying causes. Basic cause individual. What's the reason with the individual? Fatigue, unclassified, improper attitude, defective hearing, defective eyesight, muscular weakness, lack of required skills, intoxication, alcohols and drugs, lack of required knowledge. Like see now, in America, they have very good system. This called OSHA, Occupational Safety and Health Administration, OSHA regulations. But OSHA is failed to prevent the accidents in the workplace. Why? Because the workers working there, they are used to alcohol. So they are used alcohols and drugs. So that's why the OSHA fails to control the accidents in the US. They have good regulation in the US, the OSHA. In the UK, there is regulation. What's the regulation name? UKHC is their regulatory authority. Over here in Abu Dhabi, we have the ADPHC as the center. We provide the guidelines, and the system is ADOSH-SF, Abu Dhabi Occupational Health Safety and Health System Framework, version 4.0. Lack of, now see, so lack of required knowledge over here, human failing, skill-based error slips, lapse, mistakes and violation, mistakes rule-based and knowledge-based. This is also again the same. Violation, exceptional, situational and routine. Human failure, errors, mistakes, then skill-based errors, slips of action, lapses of memory, mistakes, knowledge-based mistakes, rule-based mistakes. This is the UK HSG 48 human failure model. Individual means skill, knowledge, skills, training, experience, personality, attitude, and risk perception. How they take the risk. Actually, some people, they are not taking the risk. The risk seriously. When the time is short, then they take risk. And the accident happen. We have this accidents. We will take this later. Okay, in the last, because we will discuss this. Now, task. When we are talking about the job, in the job, we will take task, workload, equipment, controls, procedures, and environment. Culture, leadership, resources, this is the organization, resources, work pattern, and communication. Pre-accident planning. Clearly defined rules and responsibilities, training of key staff members, communication established, standards, procedures established, necessary equipment and firearms, and which accident needs to be investigated? Injury, illness, property damage, near miss. So which one will we will investigate, please? Hello? Which accident needs to be
Injury.
only injury?
Property
All of them.
damage.
All of them.
All of them, yes. Actually, if we do not near miss, tomorrow will be accident. Like see, somebody is working on the scaffold, and hammer, he is doing some work, and hammer is fall down. It's a dangerous occurrence or it's a near miss. But if somebody was there, next time if somebody was there, will fall on her or his hand. So actually near miss is also accident. Property damage also accident. So we have to report all, please. Record your answer. All we have to report. These are required. Now, all of them. Now, this we take from the some example from the, this is from the NEBOSH guideline, from the ADOSH guideline. A man man slipped on a patch of oil. A man was on a patch of oil. So how we will investigate this? Now, management, now see, one by one. Man slipped on a patch of oil. So we will say inadequate maintenance. Inadequate maintenance. Now, why inadequate maintenance? Then inadequate housekeeping. Then lack of supervision and monitoring. Now, inadequate health and safety management. Management not being committed to health and safety. Now see this, take this one by one. A man, he got ankle injury. A man got ankle injury. Now when we investigate the accident, what will be the main cause of the accidents? Like what makes a good investigation? Management not committed to health and safety. Then inadequate health and safety management system. They have inadequate health and safety management system, so it gives rise to lack of supervision and monitoring. There was no supervision and monitoring in place. Why no supervision and monitoring in workplace? So it gives rise to inadequate housekeeping. And due to inadequate housekeeping, it gives rise to inadequate maintenance. The inadequate maintenance gives rise to may slip on a patch of oil. Actually, I want to explain this little bit more. There is a forklift operating in the bay, means in the premises, in the company. And some oil patch on the oil spill on the floor. And the people seeing this, but nobody clear this. So this is bad housekeeping. But we cannot blame the bad housekeeping. We will go in the depth. Why this spill from the forklift? Because there was no proper inspection for this. No PPM, plan preventive maintenance. And no inspection by the forklift operator. Then again, why not he inform the safety team? Then again, here, lack of communication. Why lack of communication? The guy who is the operator of the forklift is not competent, not properly trained. He has the license, but there is some behavior issue with him, so his communication is weak. Okay, he didn't inform. Weekly inspection for this equipment of the forklift should be conducted by the safety team. The safety team is not conducting. Then the top management have to monitor the safety officers. So actually this everything is coming from the top management. The top management, let's see, inadequate maintenance. This is from the inadequate housekeeping. This is wrong, this is not good. But they wrote there. Then lack of supervision, there was lack of supervision. And that gives that from the inadequate and the safety management system. And this from the top management. Actually, the top management, now we're taking from this side. The top management was loose. not competent people were there. Then the system they have, but the system is developed only in papers. They believe on papers only, not proper work. Lack of supervision and monitoring by top management or supervision level employees. Inadequate housekeeping, then inadequate maintenance and main slip on a page of oil. You will see in the, we have this, here is one spill accident. You will see here, this will be totally clear. So now actually, when we people have, Emmanuel is taking all of them, see. Thank you. Now see, actually, when we people are doing any type of work, or we are working in the top management, we hire the people, but we also have to monitor. When I was there in my previous company in Saudi Arabia, actually they have two projects in the Oxagon. This is the industrial city of the NEO. They hired me for the new project. So I developed for this the HEC plan and all the required documents. After this, for the old project, they have the HEC manager. But what was the problem? So I also have to develop the document for the old also and for the new also. So one time, what happened that the consultant and the client, they took my interview and they select me for the new project. After this, when they took the interview of the old project, then the manager disqualified for the manager level, and they shipped me from the new project to the old project. Then, if you people are working in any organization, do not consider that all the people working with you are your colleagues and they are your friends. No, never. They are only your colleagues. They are not your friends. And never ever try your best to have a close friendship with them. Why? Because it's create also problem for you. Keep colleagues and as a colleagues, not as a relative or friend, because they people creating problem for you in future. So what happened? When the old manager, he went, then they transfer me from new project to the old project. In old projects, many things are missing. I was working on this. Then two guys, they told to the CEO that the new manager came to this project, check him that he knows something or no. Then the CEO told me, Akbar, you send me the monthly performance report. When I will get this from you? I told, what do you mean? When you will prepare me, send me. I told, today. Within 1 hour, study with me, khalas. Actually, the people complain that this guy also doesn't know. I told, I have been a consultant. It's not a big deal for me. It's in my pocket. Don't worry. Then I send them after 30 minutes. He told, Akbar, you have everything. I told, I'm the one who developed the system for the old project, for the new project also, and for the old projects coming from the client, the documents rejected, and I rectify and send them, and everything is proceeded now, and everything is okay. Then he became very happy. So now actually the CEO was from France, and he was not only uh, taking care of the project construction work, he was taking care of the all departments. He was taking care for the all departments. So actually, when we people are uh, 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 taking care of uh, any mega project or small project or anyhow, we have to take care for all the we have to take care for all the activities on our side. Why? Because actually this supervision or overseeing the pupil in different departments plays a key role in our managerial level. So actually now we see management not being committed to health and safety. So this everything is coming to the top management. So if this everything is coming in the top management, actually you see what's the name? I forgot the name. Mal Bebe. You will now be the HC manager for the facility. Yes? Hello?
Operations Manager.
Operation manager. So now why I am emphasizing on this? Because as an operation manager, you will have lot of people working under your management. Yes or no?
Correct.
Yes. So now you will not only inspect or audit only one department. You will have to overseeing many departments. So
It's the whole school.
yeah, in school. So do not consider that this guy is working in line with the requirement. Never ever. Never ever. Because actually I know the operation managers because from A to Z, they are taking care of everything. Everything from A to Z. So never ever consider that this guy is working properly. This is not. If they are working properly, still you have to supervise them. Still you have to supervise them. They are working with you. Some will be junior, some will have more experience than you, some will have less experience than you in the school. But you have to supervise them all. And someone who is working with you, particularly advise him to check all activities and all the people working under your managerial level. This is important. So it's clear now what makes a good investigation. Actually, now this everything is coming from the top management. Accident investigation, a 6-step process. Accident investigation is a 6-step process. Gathering information, analyze all causes, assess future accident potential, develop corrective action, report data and recommendations, take corrective action and monitor. So this is 6-step process. 6 steps. Step number 1, caring for the injured person, mitigating the hazards, securing the scene, take photographs. Because if we disturb the scene of the accidents, we will lose 90% to 95% of the evidences of the accidents. So everything like oil spill, the accident happened due to oil, and somebody clean this. So we will not find out the proper root cause. Then we will say it's happened. It's happened. This is the problem. because the scene of the accident is no more. Investigate at the scene. Investigating at the scene. So we have mobile, we will take pictures. Nowadays, no need for camera or something. Everybody have very good mobile, majority of people. Recording key information. Equipment is needed. Sometimes we need equipment. Where ill health is concerned, special measurements such as noise level, or radiation level may be required. And also consider the following aspects: need, materials, equipment, environment, and people. Environment not only cold or hardness, means the infrastructure of a workplace or light level, noise level. This is called the environment, not only hot and cold. You know better because you people are working in the facility and operation. Now we will investigate team. Investigation team. It depends on the organization. Small organization, they will not have too many people. Safety committee members, immediate supervisor, department managers, safety officer, other safety and health professional, and employee experience in the work activity. A senior manager from another department to chair the process, independent. Now, checklist, investigation form, high visibility tape, inch tape, camera, like from this place, if there is a wall, from this wall up to this place. So this is why inch tape. Writing materials, because what we are seeing, we will write down this, because if we forgot, no letter we will take, then we will forget. We will forget and we will miss the target. Ruler, torch, plastic bag, pin, flashlight, PPE required. Sometimes we need PPE, writing materials. Upside, interview, key people, this collecting information, see? Collecting information, interview, key personnel, then assess past accident history, review, patent, record, conduct interview as early as possible, because the one who is giving us interview will forget. Interview only one person at a time. Select a neutral location. Put the person at ease. Explain the purpose. The purpose of interview is just need to find out the gaps in our system, not to blame anybody. We will announce the wording like this. We will tell Mr. Peter, we are investigating the accidents. The main purpose of the accidents is to find out the gaps in our system, not to blame anybody. Because we are working as a team. As a team. We are a team. We are not personal people. And the investigation is not personal, it's a team approach. Fact-finding process, not to blame, to assign blame. Ask open-ended questions like what, how, why. Do not try to lead the victim. If he or she is telling you something, no, maybe like this, no. Because he is the one who is the victim, or the someone who knows about the reason of the accidents, or what were there on the side. So if we interrupt, then let them to speak. Interview victim and witness. Interview as soon as possible after the accident. Do not interrupt medical care to interview. Interview each person separately. Why? No, I didn't tell like this. I didn't intentionally like this. So means separate. Do not allow witness to confer fair to interview. See, separate. Now these people same. So separate. Put person at ease. Now, like, see, I will tell you like, no, like this. Mean like flexible approach. People may be reluctant to discuss the incident, particularly if they think someone will get in trouble. reassure them that as a fact-finding process only, remind them that these facts will be used to prevent a recurrence of the accident. Take notes. Ask open-ended question. What did you see? What happened? Do not make suggestion. If the person is stumbling over a word or concept, do not help them out. Use close-ended question when required. Later to gain more details. After the person has provided their explanation, these types of questions can be used to clarify. Where were you standing? What time did it happen? Do not ask a leading question. Bad, good. Why was the forklift operator driving recklessly? How was the forklift operator driving? If the witness begins to offer reason, excuse or explanation, politely decline that knowledge and remind them to stick with the facts. Summarize what you have been told. Correct misunderstandings of the event between you and the witness. Ask the witness victim for recommendation to prevent recurrence. These people will often have the best solution to the problem. I want just only how to prevent this or that. Then they will let you know. Get a written assigned statement from the witness. It is best if the witness write their own statement interview notes signed by the witness may be used if the witness refuse to write a statement. If they can write, they will write and they will sign. Interview exercise. Read the scenario handout, team of inferior. So we will have the video and the video we will discuss. Standard work pictures, job safety analysis, SDS, employee personal record, maintenance logs, past accident history, inspection record. Analyze the information. All the facts and information will be analyzed to determine what happened and why. Analysis should be systematic, considering the diminutory in order to identify immediate cause and underlying basic and root causes. These may include factors relating to materials, equipment, environment, people, MEP, organization, and management. Analysis of all information available, physical scene of incident, verbal accounts of witness, written documents. Identify suitable risk control measures, safety procedure, work instruction they have, and adequate training provided to the victim, communications, good housekeeping, safety guards, devices, warning signs, adequate working environment, regular safety inspections, risk assessment. The root cause is the most fundamental and direct cause of an incident. Now, causing, step 2. There may be one or more attributory causes in addition to the root cause. Accident investigation is ineffective unless all causes are determined and corrected. Workplace factor, largely a function of management practice. Employee factor, largely a function of employee behavior. Examples of workplace factors, improper tools and equipment. Improper tools and equipment. Improper tools and equipment. Inadequate maintenance. Inadequate maintenance. Lack of job procedure. Poor workstation setup. Poor housekeeping. Lack of job supervision. Lack of job training. Failure to apply training. Task exercise, physical, mental capabilities. Risk-taking behavior. Fitness for duty. Substance abuse. Fatigue, effect of medication, emotional distress. Emotional distress. This is also important because some people, they are emotional. So they are doing horseplay. After answering who, what, where, when, and how initially, they step answer why and complete the puzzle. Now, do not stop short. Now we have assess future personal potential steps, assess likelihood, probability, and consequences. Likelihood and consequences. The Great Britain, English, UK, likelihood and consequences, they are using. In the American, they are usually use the probability and severity. Class A hazard major, Class B hazard serious, and Class C hazard minor. Now, Class A condition or practice likely to cause permanent disability, laws apply, body part or extensive property laws are damaged. B, a condition or practice likely to cause serious injury or illness, resulting in temporary disability, or property damage that is disruptive, but less severe than Class A. A condition or practice likely to cause minor non-disability, injury or illness or non-disruptive property damage. Now, controls must directly address each cause identified. Consider short-term controls. The permanent controls are not readily available. More than one control may be needed. Use the hierarchy of controls to make sure that the best control has been found. Hierarchy of control, eliminate the hazard. Substitute a least hazardous material. Engineering control. Then signage, warning, and administrative control. Then PPE. This is called hierarchy of control. Now we have this in the OSHA elimination. Eliminate the risk by removing the hazard. We have hazard, remove this hazard. Once we have the hazard, we will remove the hazard. Like see, combustible material we stored in a workplace. So remove this combustible material. So risk of fire will be no more. Substitution. Substitute less hazardous material, equipment, process or substances. Like if we people are using a chemical that is hazardous, like we are doing painting. In the painting, we are doing painting. In the painting, the paint is having like organic solvent like toluene or something, or thinner. So we will use water-based paint. Engineering control. Make structural changes in work environment, work system tools or equipment. Use mechanical aids or manual handling device. Enclose or isolate the hazard through the use of guards or remote handling techniques. Provide local exhaust ventilation. Then administrative control. Provide training, work method, PTW, rotation, health surveillance. Now PPE. PPE is the last resort that we can use to control the hazard. This is only for the someone who is using the PPE. The PPE we are using will be properly based on the risk assessment. Now report data and recommendations. Step number 5. Document facts only. Determine if the correct action applies to more than one employee, more than one job function, more than one shift, etc. Prioritize corrective action based on future accident potential. Submit both short-term and long-term solutions required are necessary. Step number 6, the last step. Ensure that long-term solutions do not get lost in shuffle. Evaluate the effectiveness of implemented control. Interview implies control job safety analysis, JSA, review risk assessment, follow-up. The action plan and its implementation. When we conduct the incident investigation and we find out what are the gaps in our system, we will develop for this the action plan, like action number 1, action number 2, action number 3. We need this, we need this, we need this. So based on this, we will decide what type of control we have in the workplace. At this stage, if not before, senior management should be involved because they have authority to make decision and act on recommendation. All recommendation should be smart, specific, measurable, achievable in time frame. Consultation with health and safety representative will be valuable in deciding what action to take. The highest priority risk control measures should be implemented first. Where the risk is high, we will implement first. If the risk is high, it will be important to act immediately or put short-term measures in place. Where risks are not high and immediate, control measure can be put into the action plan in order to priority over the short, medium, and long term. Like see, where risks are not high and immediate, control measure can be put in the action plan in order of priority over the short, medium, and long term. Like for short term this, for medium term this, for long term this. Sometime we fix it, but now preventive maintenance. This will be long term. A specific senior person, preferably a director, partner, or senior manager, should then be made responsible for ensuring the action plan as a whole is put into place. Because when we develop the action plan, we give different rules to the employees. They will take their part. But in this case, who will be the responsible? Because somebody for the all follow-up actions to be completed on time frame will be responsible somebody. Change analysis. Any change in the workplace, problem solving techniques. Actually, what is problem solving techniques? Change analysis. Any change in the workplace, management of change, new plant and equipment in the workplace, new hazard in the workplace. Job safety analysis, JSA, as one of the risk assessment tool used to identify the control workplace hazard. A JSA is a second tier risk assessment with the aim of preventing personal injury to a person or their colleagues and any other person passing or working adjacent, above, or below. JSA are also known as activity hazard analysis, AHA, job hazard analysis, JHA, and task hazard analysis, THA. The purpose of JSA is to identify workplace hazard with a likelihood of possible or greater. Controls are then selected and applied to reduce the risk associated with the identified hazard to acceptable level in accordance with the principles of interrupt and using the hierarchy of control. Now also we will have this after this accident investigation process. So now a summary of the accident investigation circumstances in conclusion of the investigation team. This is the investigation report. What will be there? Details of the person injured, the date, time, and location of the accidents. Then the accident report, these will be there. Information, these information could be there. It should be part of the investigation report. Information gained during investigation, including the type and extent of injury sustained, the work activity at the time of the accident, the precise circumstances of the accidents, environmental condition. This is also important. The control measure in place. Details of witness and copies of their statement were taken, driving in photographs, analysis of the information, immediate and underlying causes, identified and applicable legislation, recommendation for remedial action and action plan, then record keeping. Record keeping, what will be here? Incident, accident, and ill health records should be kept for the following reason: for monitoring purpose. Monitoring, because you people join new organization, you will see their accident records. From the accident record, you will find out the trends of accidents. So, which is the area we have to more much focus to prevent area occurrence? Legal reason, national law may specify a period of time for records to be kept. Occupational ill health may occur many years after exposure to hazard. Health surveillance relating to incidents individual should be kept for 30 years. This is also the requirement of the UAE labor law as well as the requirement of the ADPC or the ADOSH-SF. If there is a subsequent civil claim, corrective and preventive action. Actually, nowadays, the preventive action, this wording is very less common. They are using correction and corrective action. When once the incident is reported, corrective and preventive actions will be taken. An action plan will be developed. Senior management should be involved because they have authority to make decisions and act on recommendations. A specific senior person, preferably a director, partner, or senior manager, should then be made responsible for ensuring the action plan as a whole is put into place, which risk control measures should be implemented in short and the long term. What will be in the short term? Some in the long term. Follow-up. The action plan will be implemented and will be followed up by the HSC representative and will be monitored by the top management. Communication. Why communication of incidents? Why we communicate the incidents? Actually, we people are going for the audit. Majority now over here, the audit auditing a company is very difficult because majority of the companies they have 10 years of auditing, 5 years of auditing, third party. So there are very few gaps in their management system. So if they have the accidents are reporting, we are reporting accidents. Okay. You have procedure, yes. You are reporting accident, yes. So in this case, what you will do? Now we catch them. Okay. You communicate the accidents with your employees. They are telling yes. Okay, show me the record. It could be through an email or be a display on the notice board or something. So this for the lesson learner. 25 opportunities for corrective and preventive control measure and to ensure effective communication of the outcome of the investigation to the stakeholders. Incident report forms. ADOSH Form G. Now in the ADOSH, we have actually two forms of report. Two forms of the Form G. Let's see. Form G and G1 and G2. The G1, the Form G is for reporting. Reporting to the SRA. Reporting to the SRA. For fatalities, if some fatalities happen, will be reported to the SRA within 24 hours. This is Form G of incident. And for serious incidents within 3 working days. Three working days means if accident happen on Friday, so what we will do? We will count this? No. Then Saturday? No. Then Sunday? No. So we will take this Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. Up to Wednesday morning, we have to report for the serious incident. But for the fatality rate will be 24 hours. Form G. Form G. Form G is the detailed investigation report. Detailed investigation report. And for the serious accidents or fatality, it should be filled. This is the investigation report. It should be filled and will be uploaded on Al-Ada along with the other evidences, medical report, this. We will have to submit to the Al-Ada to our SRA. 30 calendar days, not working days, calendar days. Like 8th of August, then 7th of September, before 7th of September. Form G, Form G2, non-serious incidents, not requiring immediate notification to SRA, should be investigated and result recorded. But this was many organizations, they were filling this for the near miss and this. When some of SRA, they told we do not need this, keep this with you for the non-serious. So some of the organization, they told do this and internally only to us the serious one, Form G and G1, not G2. So majority of the organization, they are doing this now. But some of the organization, like coming under some sectors, they are not reporting this Form G2. You people report this or no on schools? G2, not serious accidents. Hello?
In my schools, yes, we are reporting in Alada systems.
Near miss also, no?
Sorry?
For the near miss also, yes?
Yes.
But some, like see, some ADOSH also do this. But the IDB, Industrial Development Bureau, and the municipality, they are telling no need for this. Hospital also do this, G2, schools also. Now, serious OSH incident notification requirement. The SRA shall be officially notified for the fatality 24 hours and for serious incident 3 days. 3 working days. Serious dangerous occurrence Schedule A, serious injury, injury Schedule B, and for the illness C. So we will take this, what is A, what is B, what is C. B now, OSH injuries illness shall be notified to SRA based on immediate judgment of their severity. Incident may not only require immediate notification to the concerned SRA, but also to other relevant authorities as per the existing reporting requirements, like Ministry of Labor also we will need. Abu Dhabi Police also we need. If environmental accidents, also to the EAD, also to the Regulatory Supervisory Bureau. This for the wastewater. If some environmental accidents and like damage to the groundwater also will be reported to the RSB. Water pollution. This not for the health and safety accident, this for the environmental. Now we have one example. A tanker truck delivered petrol to a construction site, rolled over, and an ambulance was called to the site. The driver employee of the entity received minor cuts and bruises. This is one accident. That what are the multiple consequences? A passenger employee of the entity got an arm injury. The truck received substantial damage. Consequence of the accidents, like see, medical treatment case, driver, entity employee means the organization receiving medical treatment from a medical practitioner. So MTC to the driver. Equipment property damage to the truck. So 2, last work day case, passenger entity, then he was diagnosed with arm fracture and sent to the hospital, 6 days. So now actually we have over here 2 injury and 1 equipment damage. So 3 means three type of consequences. Now, number of consequence to be reported is 3. How to report, like in the Form G? Permanent partial disability, 0. Last work days, occupational illness, no. Restricted work day case, medical treatment case, 1. Total injuries illness for calculating total reportable case frequency, 2. Total last work day case for calculating 6 days, LTISR. Sorry. Number of no time to complete, no motivation. Now, why? Now see. So over here in this incidents, number of consequences to be reported. So is the 2 are injuries in workday case means LTISR 6 days because fracture. No? You see here, arm fracture. So he was given 6 days case, 1 MTC. So over here, 2 are injury case and 1 property damage and MTC 1. But total injuries illness will be 2. Now total work day case for calculating KPI is 6. 6 days to the company employee. Arm fracture. Now recap. Now we want to recap what we discuss. We will now have a recap. Know why accident investigation fails. No time to complete. No motivation to complete. Lack of accountability. Lack of skills and knowledge. Investigation stopped short and did not reveal the root cause of the accidents. Which of these will be an obstruction for you? All of them. So, any question, please? If you have any question, you write in
I
the
have one question regarding training and awareness. You know, in personally, currently I am the safety officer and the facilities officer of the school. So I have some staff like 50 cleaners, security, transport, and all.
Yes.
So my issue is I don't know the language Hindi or Urdu. I am basically talking English, and I'm from Sri Lanka, and so
Yeah.
there's a gap, you know. So when I am doing awareness and training sessions, I explain language English. Okay, that time I have another translator like team leader or someone from the support service team. He translate to their language like Hindi. In that way, is that effective for the employees to understand this communication?
See, what you are doing is very good.
Yeah.
And I love this practice.
Mm-hmm.
What you are doing is very good because it's a good practice.